when Labour came to power, they had all these, grand missions and things they were going to achieve. And the one that selfishly I was most interested in was their one on house building, because as we all know, the housing market's been in a lot of bother for a lot of years. And they said they were going to build their way out of this crisis. In fact, they set an ambitious target of building 1.5 million new homes by the end of this Parliament. Well, when I had a look, they were absolutely nowhere near that. In fact, they seemed to be going in the wrong direction. I was a bit bemused, if not a bit angered, to watch Steve Reid at the weekend saying that, everything was sorted, that the housing market was moving again. And he was banding around the statistic that there had been an 18% year-on-year increase in the number of new homes that were being built.
Well, we've just, the housing sector has been flatlining for years. Since about 2023, we've seen really low levels of house building going on. In part, that's because the previous government scrapped the house building targets. Now, we've changed the law already to speed up the planning process so that we can get applications through the system faster, with the public still being able to have their say about what's being put forwards, but we're just starting to see things turning around. So figures I saw last week, it's that current, showed that the starts on new house building has gone up 18% compared to a year ago. That's nearly a fifth.
Now, he was telling the truth, but he'd picked this obscure period that was from January last year to September. It was 18% up on the year before. But what Steve Reid neglected to tell viewers was that this 18% increase came after a 50% slump. And in fact, if you compare home starts to their peak in 2023, we're still 40% down from that peak.